Hello everyone and welcome to the second ever episode of Gaming Weekly, the show where we talk about gaming weekly.
That's why we call it that.
You helped come up with the name, Alana.
I did.
That's right, a title so brilliant that we made it 2 whole entire episodes without getting canceled.
It's a real honor.
Yeah, it really is. We did cancel Adam though, so Alana is here.
That's not true. He's just at the doctor's.
Oh, I thought he was just canceled. He said something mean about my shorts earlier, so I canceled him.
Just at the doctor's. He'll literally be back next week.
Oh God, thank God, thank God. My shorts will have their revenge though. Much like Adam's messed up digestion, which is why he's the doctor, or my shorts after a slightly off Chipotle burrito, which happens a lot, your PlayStation might also need a doctor soon.
Super gross, but it's fine.
In the most Black Mirror turn of events ever, some assholes on the internet figured out how to send a message via PSN that allegedly bricks people's consoles.
How in the shit is this even a thing that can happen?
We'll explain the whole thing, but first let's run back the story real quick to get everyone up to speed.
So earlier this week, Reddit Hunstock posted a thread titled, "Warning, set your messages to private." In it, Hunstock nobly warned the world that a simple PS4 message can now brick your PlayStation 4, forcing you to do a full factory reset to get the old girl working again.
Jeez, apparently Hunstock received a message during a Rainbow Six Siege match. Player from the other team used the dummy account to send the message and crashed his entire team.
That's mean.
The only person not affected was one who had his messages set to private.
Is it fucked up that I kind of want to see that message now?
I mean, everybody does at this point. That's Snow Crash. It's an old book. So this has the makings of superb creepypasta, the haunted message that steals all your trophies.
Nobody cares about that.
One of Hunstock's friends managed to screen cap one of the messages from the mobile app, so you might want to send your PlayStation out of the room before we show it.
Are you ready? Omar, hit us with that cursed message.
No! Oh my gosh!
Didn't expect you to do that. That's it right there. It's not actually going to
Not
crash.
bad at
You'll
all.
be fine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But make sure you charge your battery before you send screenshots on the internet. Kids are watching.
Yeah, seriously though, how can a question mark box and a heart brick a console? Lawrence, how did it work?
Oh boy, I love talking about this. Oh, I love computers so much. They're all my little children.
You know, we didn't ask you to we don't need to read your fanfic.
yeah.
You just explain it.
So good. This kind of thing has happened before. It happens a lot with electronics. People also manage to get controllers to stop working on PlayStations. You can actually, certain cell phones will just die if they receive a certain text message.
So cool.
That actually happened to me. I like
It
it.
is, it's neat.
I imported a really cool slide phone from the UK, and then I got a weird text message one night, and it was just gone. Wow. The exact reason for this specific exploit isn't really known. Sony's not going to say, oh, here's exactly how people were able to brick PS4s, so maybe don't do that again, because then people just would. When it comes to computer security, you usually play your cards a little close to the vest.
That makes sense.
But it's sure to sound like what we call a buffer overflow in the business, which is one of the kind of gold standards of ways to fuck up computers.
Yep.
So let's run through how buffer overflow works. So when you run a program on a computer, nerds in the industry call it a process, but whatever. The operating system essentially allocates a certain space in memory for that program to run. In this case, when you open your messages, the messaging app or process asks the PlayStation to give it little boundaries to play inside, so it can write and read from memory and operate normally. A buffer overflow happens when a program steps outside of those boundaries, and then it starts writing stuff into space reserved for other programs. In this instance, it seems that somebody found a message with a combination of characters that their actual memory space was way bigger than the engineers thought it would be. So when you receive that message, it starts flowing over into memory that's supposed to be protected and used by other apps. Then when those apps go to look at the memory, they see all this garbage there, they don't know what to do with it. They try to do what they were told to do, the system fucks up, you lose functionality, or it starts writing, it has a cascading effect where bad data gets written to all sorts of places, and then the whole thing is fucked up and you have to factory reset from a protected image on your PlayStation 4.
Do you know what he's talking about?
So Lawrence and I went to college for exactly this, computer science. It's way too technical. Boil it all the way back down, Lawrence. Give it again.
All right, you got it. Okay, so imagine somebody gives you a to-do list, just steps in a sequence, like clean your house, gas up the car, go buy groceries. Except that you took too long cleaning the house, so you ran over that second step. Now you're in your car making little vroom noises with your mouth, wondering why you're not at the grocery store, because you're just a dumb computer trying to do what you're told to do.
Right, yeah.
That's essentially what your PlayStation 4 is doing. It's just in the driveway, honking the horn, wondering why it's not at the Safeway.
Alana, let's put it in terms that you might know.
Oh, it's like a Pokemon. It hurt itself in confusion. Can you tell that I wrote that part of the script? It hurt itself in confusion.
So it sounds like the internet might have hurt itself in confusion too, though. The Ask PlayStation UK account tweeted saying, quote, "We've since fixed the issue and it wasn't bricking consoles, just sending them into a crash loop that can be quickly fixed in under 5 minutes. Delete the message on the PS mobile app, go into safe mode, use option 5, console back to normal, end quote.
Plus, I reached out to PlayStation about it just to be sure everyone's actually safe. Lawrence, what did they say?
Well, not a whole lot. Basically, just the latest system software update resolves the problem. If you're having issues, update.
I personally welcome our AI overlords. So.
I mean, you're just going to get hacker overlords at that point. You know, they're going to hack the AI, control the robots that kill you.
I take it back. But speaking of dying, Lawrence, you went to Vegas recently.
Yes, we both did.
Yeah, you
did.
both did. You both were
It
there.
was exciting. Yeah, we both got invited to a Supercross event, which was a first for me. Thank you. I guess we'll do a Gamergate disclosure. I wanted to have an ethics buzzer, but I ran out of time.
Oh, we definitely
can do
need an
that
ethics
next
buzzer.
time.
We gotta have an ethics siren.
Hey,
that's the wrong show.
Yeah, that's just Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
He seems like he cares about ethics. I don't know.
But yeah, we went, I made a little travelogue package. I'm gonna run that now. Drapery.
Welcome to my suite.
Hey, this is straight influencer style. We're here at Monster Motocross. That's how we live. Bought me the fancy sunblock. Hey, here's your influencer boy Lawrence here. Just grabbing a mini badge. That's how we do it. That's how we do it over here. One of these right here. That's how we do it here. Where's that shiny bottle of sunscreen?
You want sunblock?
No, I just want to show off.
Here's your influencer.
No, the shiny one. This is garbage.
You know, obviously the goal is to go out there and win. You know, there's a lot of money on the
Now I
line.
don't know what it feels like to be a parent at RTX.
Out there racing with all these guys. You know, I've always been a little bit short of that W.
Holy crap.
So right here we got how much fun is it
We're getting everybody off the track.
Right. That's how influencers do it. You put it so all your badges are covered up so nobody can see what you are. That's the influencer way.
I see.
I'm basically Banksy. Oh, does Banksy influence?
Yes. Do you think that you're Banksy?
Have you ever seen Banksy and me in the same room? Look at how extreme that sign is. Like all bolted metal.
Pennywise.
Can't wait.
They're the ones who did Alien Ant right?
I actually can't name a single Pennywise song. What's your favorite Pennywise song, Steph?
All of them.
This isn't Pennywise. They told me there'd be Pennywise. Get a lot of this dirt. This is good dirt. Don't waste this dirt. Hold on. All right, we got a real problem. Pennywise is right there, but they're so far away.
Get closer to Pennywise.
Somebody vaping.
Happy birthday! Come on, we need to remember there's a lot of bands that we listened to growing up to get pumped up to play this kind of music. Bands like Black Flag. Relax the Ramones. Happy birthday! The Beastie Boys. Birthday to you, kid. This show's called Same Old Story. Happy birthday!
This song goes out to everyone here that rides, does crazy shit, does whatever they fucking want to do in their life. Follow your dreams, follow your heart.
Happy birthday to you. Hell yeah!
Man, motocross is cool.
It was also my first time watching that video, and I don't know what I expected. But we did also play the game.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
we
we
did.
couldn't show a video game, right?
Yeah, we were not.
No, they didn't let us. So the game's still early. They said no footage. Didn't have a whole lot to show from the game, but we played it. And like personally, that was a pretty cool game. Also made me immediately realize how difficult motocross is.
The game's hard in
Yeah.
a way that like
good.
it's like Trials hard, but without the ridiculousness.
yeah.
But I liked it because, especially because it's coming to the Switch, so I'm going to play the hell out of it. But I liked that you can fail a jump by going too fast and going too far, which doesn't happen in virtually any other racing game.
Yeah, it's one of the things I never really appreciated before playing that game. Monster Energy Supercross 2. Make sure you get all the words in order. But yeah, essentially, so there's bumps, right? If you go off a bump, you have to land on the downslope of one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all a game about how fast you're going and how far you think you can make it. Because if you hit the upslope, not only does it kill all your speed, it might also kill you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of technique there. Also, just like turning in general was super, super difficult. Like when you're in a car,
You have to play with your weight.
yeah,
as
you have to
well.
lean into
Lean
it. You have to have the right line because if you come into a turn too fast, you can't really do anything to adjust. You just fly off the track. And then you turn too far and you just fall over. So yeah, it gave me a respect for motocross that I didn't have. Also being at the event was pretty rad because a lot of fire, which is cool.
It was alarming.
A lot of Pennywise.
One takeaway we do have from this is that winning a race in Supercross 2 is almost as hard as nabbing a victory royale.
That can't be possible. That's about to get a lot harder because apparently Epic Games doesn't want us hacking their game wide open.
Weird, right? A YouTuber who goes by the name Golden Mods is being sued by Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite.
Yeah, we were already made it to week 2 and we're already talking about Fortnite.
It was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah.
But this is actually an interesting story. Basically, Golden Mods, or Brandon Lucas, has earned himself 1.7 million subscribers by mostly playing modded versions of Fortnite and trolling people with stuff like automatic aiming.
Yeah, that's called cheats. He also has a website where he sells those cheats, which he likes to refer to as magical powers. That's cute, probably to teenagers or children.
How do they even afford that?
I don't know. But at the time of recording, it seems like those have been taken down along with a bunch of his videos.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, Epic Games is not okay with this. We reached out to them and they responded with, some PR. Lawrence, what was
real
it
quick.
this time?
Hold up, I have a terrible video that I have to play.
Do you have a video before the quote?
Yeah, no, it's a very Fortnite related video. There. All right, so I'm just gonna put that on loop behind you guys.
Oh, they're doing a bunch of Fortnite dances.
I don't know if I can
Yeah,
do it.
it's just a bunch of little kids backpacking.
It's like-
oh no, don't know.
I actually don't know. I wish I knew how to do it.
Oh boy.
I haven't practiced it.
Now to Epic's statement. Quote, Epic is not okay with ongoing cheating or copyright infringement from anyone at any age. As stated previously, we take cheating seriously and will pursue all available options to make sure our games are fun, fair, and competitive for players. So in Epic's actual legal filing, it said, quote, defenders are cheaters. Nobody likes a cheater. Lucas not only cheats, he also promotes, advertises, and sells the software that enables those who use it to cheat. Quote, this is copyright infringement, breach of contract, and tortious interference case in which the defendants are infringing Epic's copyrights by injecting unauthorized cheat software, cheats, or hacks into the copyright-protected code of Epic's popular video game, Fortnite. Makes sense why Epic would be pissed, and honestly, Lucas's defense is not the best.
Does he have a defense?
Yeah, so when YouTube was down, which sucked, YouTube,
How many hours? It was like 2?
I don't know, it was too long, and I was like trying to look at his videos, and one of them started buffering, and but whatever, I managed to figure it out. We looked up some of his responses, and his defense is basically, but why me though? So he said, and I quote, I feel like I'm being discriminated against by Epic Games. I'm just a kid that's making YouTube videos, and a lot of people are enjoying this.
Yeah, that's not a defense at all, it turns out. But what's the problem if people are enjoying it?
People really liked heroin, Your Honor, so I'll just see myself out.
We reached out to him for comment too, but he didn't get back to us. So that's really all we have to go by. He couldn't even give us a quote, I do not discuss ongoing legal cases.
But this
end quote.
isn't really...
That's not his quote though.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, he didn't say
That's
that.
why it's not in quotes, Bruce.
That's a single quote, it's not double quotes.
Different. This isn't really one of those two sides kind of deals, though. Cheating totally ruins online games for a lot more people than those who are subscribed to his channel. The defense that people might be enjoying those videos doesn't work when it's at the expense of people who actually enjoy playing the game that Epic makes.
Plus, if cheating becomes widespread enough, it causes people to stop playing, like me, or have a misrepresented experience of Fortnite. That causes legitimate damage to Epic's property and revenues, as they said in their statement.
At the same time, I get that he's confused as to why his channel has been hit when so many others are making similar content.
Yeah.
I mean, That's kind of a whataboutism thing. What about them? That doesn't work to get you out of traffic tickets, and it doesn't work in this case either.
Nope.
It's reasonable to guess he got targeted because of his profile. Lucas is one of the biggest YouTubers / cheaters / sellers that Epic has targeted so far. So if you want to make an example of someone, you pick somebody pretty visible to do it. It sends the right message to the rest of your players that you're not going to tolerate people operating in the open like that. And if somebody else gets the idea that they're going to turn a buck by selling some cheats, it tells them to at least be a little more discreet about it.
Because he also does all of it blatantly. Like, he makes the videos where he's playing Fortnite, he's bullying new players because he thinks it's funny with stuff like aimbots, and then he's also selling his stuff in those videos. It's like he went like just so hard.
It's really interesting because he's been doing it for a while, apparently. 1.7 million subscribers is a lot of subscribers on YouTube. And I've watched the cheating community grow and sort of become different parts of it, because I've seen people cheat on Counter-Strike and all that stuff for years and years and years. And before it was just,
Counter-Strike's never had any controversies. I don't know what you're talking about.
Before, the cheats were just free. You could just download cheats or hacks or whatever. They were on a forum, somebody would write it and be like, here, try it out, whatever, have fun. But now people are selling cheats to all sorts of different games. And then they're like competitive games that have like Overwatch competitive rankings and things like that. And it always confuses me because I'm always like, how have they not gotten sued already? And this is starting now. I've seen it with other video games too. They're trying to find these cheaters that are selling cheats and sue them. So.
I heard PUBG a lot too.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
You guys think Red Dead Online will have cheats?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Every game has cheats. That's one of those things that every game has a hack. Just because you maybe haven't seen it or haven't heard about it, it definitely has.
There's a weird angle, like it's the double dip that frustrates me, is that somebody can distribute cheats and then also get YouTube famous.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then not understand why what he's doing hurts the company.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't see the problem. It's like you're making people hate the game.
Yeah.
You're making it unfair for everyone. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's very strange. We have a couple more stories we don't really need a deep dive into, but are worth mentioning. The physical version of Red Dead Redemption 2 might come with 2 discs.
2 discs?
2 discs, Alana. The Japanese packaging of the game has surfaced on the internet, and if it's the real deal, it shows 2 little disc icons for the PS4 physical edition.
Does that mean we'll have to swap in discs in and out when we want to go to different locations, like put in the disc for Mexico and put in the disc for the US?
Oh boy, odds are low these days. They have hard drives.
They do.
It's likely that one is an install disc and the other is a play disc, or they're both install discs and you'll have to wait a solid 2 hours to start playing if you come home with a physical version of the game.
Speaking of torturous lengths of time, we discussed the whole 100-hour Rockstar Games work week fiasco on Dude Soup's podcast this week, if you're curious.
Yeah, plus Spider-Man got a date announced for its first DLC, that's Marvel's Spider-Man, October 23rd for the DLC, and Soul Calibur 6 finally came out. All in all, not a bad one.
Yeah, step on me, Ivy.
I love Ivy.
Right?
She's so hot. Lawrence, how hot is Ivy?
She's a bus. I love it. She's like taller than every other character.
the
Jesus
best.
Christ. And heels too. Maybe if Voldo stood up straight, might give him a run for. Oh wait, I guess Yoshimitsu's standing on his sword. Height in Soul Calibur gets a little weird now that I think about it. There's a lot of angles.
Everything's
there.
a little weird in Soul Calibur.
I mean, Siegfried's pretty huge. Nightmare would be the tallest.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a giant tank. Well, whatever. What if Ivy were in Siegfried's armor?
Can you show me a picture of Ivy on the monitor behind us?
I will do nothing but that. Yes, Bruce.
I would like to see it. Omar, show that picture.
Big
Dang.
old titties. Just
Soul Calibur's
So large.
chests have been getting bigger and bigger.
look at her.
I mean, Ivy's
Goodness.
always been a bus, but
Wow.
there was an Ivy boob chart.
Oh yeah, because they've slowly been getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
I don't mind. I'm not mad.
That's it for this week's show, everyone. Remember, we're live on roosterteeth.com on Thursday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. We actually stream this show live.
Yes.
And an edited version of the show is up on YouTube on Fridays at 2 p.m. Pacific time, which is probably what you're watching right now.
We will see you next week. Rooster Teeth, stay golden.
Is that your sign-off?
I don't know, that's what he wrote. I didn't write that part.
Lawrence is still busy looking at Ivy pictures.
I mean, I found a chart of all the Soul Calibur ladies, which is not necessarily, hey, look at that Arizona surf. Not necessarily what I was going for, but Jesus
Oh, you have
Christ.
a height chart.
She like
Oh, she
E-cups?
is tall.
Unfortunate phrasing in the middle of a very broad and actually diverse interview, which it was about Rockstar Games. It ran in Vultures. Let me throw this over here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got a big ass TV screen. I'm gonna use it.
Color me impressed.
So this was actually a really cool interview. Rockstar Games, specifically either of the Hausers, Dan or Sam Hauser,